Yes, I know you were. I know you joined in yesterday. So today is another day. Excuse me. Today is another day, and we're thankful that we have another opportunity to give this, a shot again. So, I'm as hopeful as you are. Good evening, goodness. How are you doing? Okay, so once it's 9:05, we'll start right away. Um, I want us to get to the practical aspect as soon as possible because it might take more time than we envisioned. So it would be great to start as soon as possible. So, but my question for you was, did anybody pick anything yesterday? And if not, come back. Okay. So if you did not get anything, precisely clear from yesterday, my question is, what is your expectation from tonight? What are you expecting to be able to do after the session tonight? Okay, so I already said that it's going to be practical. Okay, the US part. Okay, the initial part. Okay, good. So we're going to go over that together now. I hope that more people come in, join us so that we can start. Kufuola, what's the problem? Hmm? What do you want? Okay, so Oluwaseun is here. You want, yes, somebody, okay, Moduperry says she wants to be able to open a Fiverr account. That's exactly what we want to do now. Yes. Good. So you want to be, Zina says she wants to be able to create and practice, practice how to create gigs. Good. Thank you. So it is 9:04. I believe we're on the border of 9:05 right now. And I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen and we'll start from where we started from yesterday because I need to make that point. The point I made. Okay, so it's 9:05 and we're getting started. Good evening, Adesoji. How are you doing? Okay, so it looks like we have more people today and more people coming online. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. Now, what are we doing today? We are focusing on how to create your Fiverr account, number one, and number two, how to create a gig. Okay, if you can create your account and create your gig, you'll be able to, you'll be learning on the side. Your account will be existing, but you'll be learning. Okay, Kufola, what are you doing? Sorry, give me a minute. Let me see what's happening. You're playing with saliva. Can you please stop? Can you please just stop that and sleep? Thank you. Mommy has a class now. Sleep. So my kids are still awake and I'm hoping that they sleep as soon as possible. So yeah, I'm just going to share my screen and I'll explain what I was trying to say yesterday. So I'm sharing my screen right now. Can somebody confirm that they can see my screen? Can you confirm that you can see my screen? If you can see my screen, please let me know. Yes, you can see my screen. Awesome. Thank you very much. You can see my screen. Can you see my name? What name can you see here? What name can you see here? If you can see my name, type the name you can see. I want to make a point. Mobolaji, thank you. Somebody can see Mobolaji. Now this is my original account that has my username as Adasa Wayne. I'm going to show you, okay? So this is my account. Thank you. But the name in the setting of that account is Mobolaji Babalola. My middle name is Mobolaji. But the issue is, as I talked about it the first time, because of the VPN in 2017, did you see the cursor go over my picture? You can see Mobolaji Babalola just beside the money on that side, on this right side. Now I'm going to show you my profile. So because of the VPN, my location was not Nigeria. My location was the US. And it's something I'm discouraging you strongly against because it gives the impression that, that was what I was told then, that Nigerians don't easily get jobs on Fiverr. But the truth was, if you are good, you will get jobs on Fiverr. That's the real question. But because I was desperate, because I believed the person who minutes. Okay, so I'm back. Yeah, so because I had worked with the guy before I started my own account, I use the VPN and all of that, but I'm discouraging you from doing that. And the point I was trying to make when we started yesterday was, this is my account. You can see Adasa Win, but then my name in this account is Mobolaji Babalola. My picture, all of my gigs have my pictures. I have 12 gigs that are active right now. Almost all of them have my pictures. Okay, so some people worked with me before everything. I use my pictures and everything. And there are people I had to tell, I'm not in the US, I'm in Nigeria. But there were people who, at the beginning of it, back then in 2018, I was very anxious. I was always afraid of people asking me, where in the US are you? Because sincerely, I was not in the US. Okay, so it's a form of lie, honestly. And even though people might argue that it's not what it was, that's not what it is, I believe that it's not sincere. Okay, so in as much as there was no way to change that location in this setting, I knew that it was wrong, and I fixed everything that I could. But I'm telling you right now, please do not open your account with a VPN. Eventually, Fiverr verified me, I think 2 years ago or so, and I had to use my international passport. And I remember that somebody asked yesterday what forms of identification card you can use, and I think I remember saying that you use your international passport, driver's license, and I think any government approved ID. But I also said that I will confirm that and get back to us. Okay, so the point I'm making is, I'm going to close this account now, but I wanted to show you that this is the account that makes me have the story that I have to share with you. This is the account that allowed me to know everything that I know about Fiverr. You can see 339 reviews. I have done so far 500 and maybe 11 or 13 jobs. And interestingly, I got a $100 job today. I wasn't expecting it, but I'm going to go ahead and show you screenshots of that job right now. I'm going to, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to change the screen I'm currently showing you so you can see that. So that what I'm saying to you is not fallacy. Okay, it's not fallacy. So I'm going to change this screen so that you can see this. So let me come back to where the change screen is. Once I've shown you this part, we're going to start creating the account immediately. So I'm changing the screen. Can anybody see what I'm showing? Can anybody see this? I'm going to show you the 3 pictures. Even though, okay, since my account is open, I would even just open my inbox so that we can read the conversation I had with the person. So can you see these screenshots? Can anybody confirm that they can see these screenshots? If yes, please just type it. Now, I got this, this order today. And it happened that my iPhone charger got bad yesterday, or the cord, I use an iPhone 8 apart from my Android. And thank you, the charger got bad yesterday, so I didn't have access to my phone. So when I replaced it today and I charged my phone, I saw that I had a notification of Fiverr. When I opened it, it was a message in my inbox. Somebody had sent me a message yesterday that he wanted a video script for a video. So he had sent it in like 5 p.m. yesterday, our time, somebody in the US. Thank you, you can see this, good. Okay, so I had to apologize. Sorry for the delay and the delayed response and all of that. And I asked him, what do you want? So I'm just going to go back to my account. This is just to show you screenshots. Okay, I wasn't sure I was going to be able to access my system. So what is happening is the 2 accounts are open on this laptop, but I am using 2 different browsers, because you're probably wondering how I'm able to do that. Now I'm going to move from that original account to another account. But first of all, I will complete what I want to show you in my original account, the one from 2017. I happen to have another account, a Nigerian account from 2019. So we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But I want you to understand where I'm going to, okay? So I'm going to go back and open the inbox of that conversation so that you would know how that played out and how I was able to get this job today. All right, so this is it. And then we're back. Now I just changed screen. Can anybody see this? I just changed screen back to Adasa Wayne, and I'm going to go to I want to, where's dashboard? Give me a minute. Okay, you can see. Good, thank you. So good. I want to open the inbox. The reason I'm doing all of this is it's important for me to be as authentic as possible with you, because if you're going to start your own journey on Fiverr, you know, whether you've been writing before and all of that, I just want you to know as much as I know, so that whether you're going to use the same information or you're going to add more to it, the point is just be ready to say, okay, yes, I'm on Fiverr and I'm going to earn on Fiverr. So I want to go into the inbox of this person. I want to go to my chat. Let me just trace it back. Okay, sorry. I want to go to the inbox. I'm trying to find my way. They changed. This other page is different from what it used to be. So I've not opened it. Fola, you want water? Take. But this, you know, this is bedtime. You don't drink water at bedtime. Sorry, please. Oh, yeah, take and drink some water. But you don't drink water at bedtime. Hmm? Quick. Let me stitch it, please. You need water as well? Look, guys, this is just too much drama right now. They'll come this way, please. Kupola needs the next table. That's okay. So you guys lie down and sleep. Let me stitching, please. Sorry for this. Okay, I'm trying to open this conversation. It looks like I don't know why I'm not able to navigate my way down to it. Okay, but that was just to show you that you know, I have a job right now, and out of this $100, Fiverr is going to take 20%. So they are going to take $20. Koporala, lie down and sleep, please. They're going to take $20 from this, and so I am going to be able to withdraw $80 if of course, the buyer is pleased with the job and all of that. So, as the person chatted with me, I immediately went on Google. It gave me its company name. I went on Google. I saw that he had an account on Instagram, an account on Facebook, an account on LinkedIn. He had a website, a blog post wrote about him. In short, I already saw information about him. He sent me the video, of what he wanted me to do and all of it. And, I just spoke honestly and confidently, and that was it. We closed the job. And so I have this. Now I'm going to log out of this account so that we can start afresh, as if somebody in this group right now is opening their account. Okay? Can I proceed? Is there anything else you want to see on this account? Is there anything anybody wants to see on this account? Because I'm going to close this account and we're going to start afresh. I'm going to log out of this account so that we can start afresh, as if somebody in the group, somebody here wants to open their own account. Okay, so this is it. I have 3-4 days to get this job done. So I'm going to send my first draft tomorrow, and the final one will be ready maybe by Saturday night. So, okay, nobody's responding. So I guess I'm just going to go ahead and log out, and then we would start. So the reason I suggest opening your Fiverr account before you are even sure of what you want to do is let your account be open, and then you can begin to learn and learn. Let your account be there. Even if you don't know everything about writing yet, at least create your account the right way. That's why I'm doing this with you. Koforala, sleep. Okay, so this is, I'm just going to go back. So we looked at how the Fiverr looks like, and then I said that writing is not the only thing you can do on Fiverr. There's graphics and design, there's digital marketing, there's writing and translation, there's video and animation, music and audio, programming and tech, business, lifestyle, trends, and all of it. And somebody asked me, can you have a gig in several niches? And I said, yes. Okay, you can have a gig in digital marketing and have a gig in writing translation, because I have a gig in digital marketing for social media management. I did a job for somebody in December, I think $250 or so. That was like my last job for the year, because I did it into the new year, and that was it. But most of my gigs are under writing. And Koforola, leave the video alone. Go to your side of the bed. Leave the video alone, please. So in short, you can have a gig in each niche. You can have a gig in more than one niche. You can combine. If you are good at graphics design and you're good at writing, you're good at voiceover, you're good at something else, just combine them somehow. That's the point. Now let's assume that you are fresh to Fiverr and you just wanna start your own account. You click on join here. Okay, you click on join, and you enter your email address. I don't know. I wish that there was somebody's email that we could use to start this, but I don't know if there's anybody here that wants to do that. But this is just it. When you enter your email, you would see information about your name, your education, things about you, what interests, what parts of, what things interest you, what skills you have, and all of that. Koforola, lie down and sleep. You don't need to cry before you sleep. You're acting too much drama tonight. Please lie down and sleep. Okay, so, if there was somebody here who wanted to create their account right now, I would have said, let's just use your email, and, Fiverr will send you a code and everything and all of that. But there's nobody that wants to do that. And if at all you want to do that, you'll be sending your details to me, privately. You would need to send it to me privately, and I would somehow I won't be sharing my screen at some point because of whatever password, whatever code and everything. So if there's anybody that wants to do that right now, if you want to do that, just send me, indicate it in the group, and I will send you a message privately so that we can do that. And then just this one person will be our guide, or the word is not scapegoat. What is like example? Will be our example. Okay, so is there somebody that Adebukola, are you volunteering? Are you volunteering to open your account now? Are you volunteering to open your account now? Okay, so I'm going to send you a message. Okay, so I'm going to, how do you do that now? Let me just, okay, so I'm in your, do we call it DM on Telegram now? So I'm here. So please send me your email address. So I'm not going to share this screen. We know that this page is email address. So I'm going to stop sharing at this point because it's only proper for us to save information. So right now, I believe that you should be seeing my normal blank screen and all. So what we're trying to do is we want to log in. We want to create an account to start with. Okay, so I have your information, Adebukola. I'm going to enter it now. And please make sure that you have access to, phone number, email address, and that's your inbox and anything, because I'm going to send a verification code. Before I logged into this Microsoft Edge, they actually have to send a code to my email because I have not used this browser for my, Adasawin account. So, okay, good, thank you. So I've entered this email. Okay, so Adebukola, right here in your own chat with me, please put the username you want and a desired password. Make sure you're not doing this in the general group. Make sure you're talking to me here. Okay? Everybody, we're going to come back soon, but we just need to do this in a way that you get it. But you can hear me. So after we enter the email address, it brought me to a page where it says choose a username and choose a password. Okay, so maybe I should show you this quickly before she sends me the details. She's typing it in my chat already. So I'm quickly going to show you that page. Because I want this to be as practical as possible, That's why I'm showing you this. So I see Olamide is online, Onyekachi is here, Mijabi is here, Goodness is here, Damilola is here, Adibukola is here, Oluwaseun, and so many other people are going to watch the replay. So can we see this page where it says choose a username and the password? Once you can see that, I'm going to, can somebody confirm that they can see that? Once you can see it, I'm going to stop sharing again, and I'm going to, enter the information that Adibukola is sending to me right now. Okay, so for username, please hold on. Now let's decide on username together. Very quickly, yes, you can. Good. Now, before we proceed, I want to change my screen and explain something to you. Now, I told you that I was very anxious. I had so much anxiety about the accounts that I opened, with US as the location. And so I believe that in 2019, I must have been very afraid one morning, and then I maybe felt that I was going to lose that account. Okay, so don't worry about the username. We're going to do it together now. Yeah. So I went and opened another account that was going to have my Nigerian identity. And that is why you can see this account. Now, can somebody confirm to me that they can see this Adenike writer account? Can you do that? Can you confirm what you are seeing right now? So this account shows Nigeria. If you notice the other account ad, you can see it's good. Why am I showing you this? After our first Fiverr class, I was really traumatized because I felt, how can I tell you to open an account without a VPN when my original account was open with a VPN? It's not consistent. And so as I lay on bed that night, it just suddenly crossed my mind that at some point in this period, I have opened an account with Nigeria as my location, and I found this. I had to check. I didn't remember my password, so I did forgot password. In short, I suddenly found this account. So I logged out of my old account on my phone to access this account. I fixed everything that night, and I felt, okay, we're going to use this account. And this is the account. You can see Adenike writer, ghostwriter, and I also. This account has Nigeria as a location, member since March 2019. Now, this Paula, you're not drinking any water. Mommy is going to ignore you from now till you sleep off. Okay? So, no water, no apple. Sleep off. You have dinner. Okay? So, I had to resurrect this account so that it would at least begin to gain some traction as I use it to teach us. So I wouldn't be using that Adastawin account to teach us because that account is not consistent. It's not here. Okay, you can hear me now. I'm back. Okay, so in short, I'm not going to use that account with you because it does not represent what I want you to. And it seems I am back now. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again. So in short, all this long story is to tell you that I will not be using the account that has US as the location. I'll be using this account that is fresh and clean. This Nigerian account that is fresh and clean is what I'm going to be using with us for this process. Okay, so the gig we are creating this night is on this account. Now, can you see what I did with Adenike Rewriter? It has my name and it has Rewriter. But the problem with this username as well is somebody made the mistake in my inbox of calling me Adenike, and assuming that writer was what I added to it. So you see that, and of course, if you look through other people's gigs and everything, one thing you will see is you don't really have to have writer in your name if you're going to be a writer. It's just that it helps the search engine. It helps the search engine, the Fiverr search engine, to find, when people search for you, they will find you. But that does not mean that your name has to be there. If you go through other people's gigs and everything, you will see that people use their names. People combine all sorts of names. Even my other account that has a data Wayne, there are only a few cases where people from Israel came to me and say, okay, but my name is Adasa and if I'm a Jew and all of that, that's why they wanted to place a gig with me. And I said, well, I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, so that's one. Okay, so That's one thing. So your name can have writer in it, or copy, or content, or whatever, but it can also be any name that you choose. I saw somebody yesterday, his name is Jogolish. That's the username. His username is Jogolish. But in his gig description, in one of his gig descriptions, he said, my name is Paul. So your username can be whatever you choose it to be. But for the sake of SEO, they say, okay, add writer or add whatever. But see, well, this gig, I created it in March 2019, and I got my first job on it in May, 2 months later. I got my first job 2 months later. But, so that just proves that it's either I didn't set up. Besides, you see that there are just 3 gigs here. I actually just set up 2 then, and I left it because in as much as I wanted to switch to this account, I was still getting jobs on the other accounts, and I continued to get jobs on that account. I continued to get a lot of jobs on my original account until when I got really busy with my kids and I stopped paying attention to Fiverr. I'm focusing on my kids, focusing on IELTS. So this is to say that your username can have the keyword writer or copywriter or whatever writer, or it can just be whatever username that you want. So Adebukola, I'm coming back to your inbox now to ask you, but I want to say another thing. I read something on LinkedIn today, and I want to say it to you so that we will not be ignorant. Now, the post I read on LinkedIn this afternoon said, a woman said she read something on TikTok about a woman who had been trying to apply for jobs, here and there, and, she wasn't getting calls, she wasn't getting interviews, and then something just occurred to her that she should change her name, which was like an ethical name, to a non-ethical name, like an English name that sounds like a US name. And she changed, as soon as she changed it today, she got interviews. She got 3 interviews the following day. And so a lot of people, a lot of thought leaders and other people began to say that, it's not a new practice, that people tend to prefer people maybe because they have a problem with pronouncing names. Like this Adenike now, it's not a name that somebody can pronounce, except I say Nike, just write Nike and they assume it's Nike. So it's an unfortunate bias, but it's one that exists. And it appears that there are even books that have talked about this. So I'm not going to say you should not write your Yoruba name or your whatever name, but what you want to do. Okay, for me, I don't have a problem using my Adenike. That's my name, right? The Adasa when it was just because I loved the Bible name Adasa, and that was it. So Adebukola, I'm here with you. Please give me your preferred username so that I can go back to the page that we are using to create the account. So you see what we are. If you are following the process, when you want to create your Fiverr gig, the first thing you do is you add an email. The second stage is they will ask you for username and password, and we are at the stage of the password. I just explained to you what happened with my username for the first account that has the US location, and then this one that I created, for the Nigerian thing. I never really used it because I did it out of fear, and then nothing, really happened. So Adebukola, I'm waiting for you. Please give me any desired please don't mess up tonight. Kufura, let's sleep. Okay, so Adebukola, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. Okay, so thank you. She has given me a name. So I'm going to change this screen. So you can still see this Adenike account, right? I need to be sure that you are not seeing. Let me just confirm it from my end. I need to be sure of what I'm showing you to be sure that, yes, it's okay. It's okay, thank you. Anybody can pronounce this name, Adebukola. Okay, so you're seeing the Adenike one. So I want to be sure that you are not seeing my current page. Thank you. So once we have logged in, just close. Okay, so Adebukola, I'm with you. Anybody can pronounce this name. Adebukola, can you confirm that I am not? Okay, no problem. Can you confirm that I am not sharing the screen that has this username and password? Can you confirm that to me on this page, just for security reasons? Okay. So I'm trying to type the password that she sent to me. You guys, please go on. Sorry for the delay. I need to be sure that my caps. I'm not even sure about my caps lock. Let me check what is on. Okay, so the caps lock is on. Good. So let me put it on now. Sorry, this is quite sensitive, especially because it's not my account. So I have to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Okay, so and you know, Adebukola, you're free to change this password after this session, since you know I had access. Okay, not a member yet. Sorry, this is a mistake. Yeah, but I thought we entered your email address already. Okay, so let me do that again. Let me do that again. We're trying to sign in. So continue now. Okay, just hold on. It's asking me to enter it again. So let me do that again. Sorry. I've entered this. Approve it. It's already taken. Please pick a new one. Okay, so Adebukola says this username is taken. So Adebukola, we need to tamper with this username a bit. What can we do? Can you hear me, Adebukola? We need to change your username. We need to complicate it a bit more. What can you do? Let me come back to the group to be sure that everybody can hear me. So the username she has provided, Fiverr says that it has already been taken because, of course, there are thousands and millions of people on gigs on Fiverr. So, you know, your name just needs to be as, you know, unique to you. And okay, no, that's your password that you're sending to me. The username itself, your username, the one you sent me, your Lima username, that name has been taken. So we need to change that username. So can you do that? Now, this is why you cannot just wake up one day and say you want to open an account on Fiverr. You need to have planned it. Okay, good. You can hear me. Okay, let's continue in your own chat here. So that's why you need to plan. For example, the gig we are creating tonight, I have written them down. I have my pictures ready. I have the videos ready. We just want to insert them. So that's what we're going to be doing once we've completed this part. But I don't want to skip anything. So that's why I'm saying you don't just wake up. Okay, thank you. She has sent me something new. So you don't just wake up and say, okay, you're going to Fiverr. You're going on Fiverr to go and open an account. Okay, this has been taken as well. Adebukola, this username you sent me has been taken. So can I complicate it for you a bit? See, okay, you can't see my screen. So let me type what I did for you. I'll show you. I'm typing what I wrote for you. I combined something from the other name. Everybody's going to see your username once we finish. But this is what I did for you. I combined the previous name and this one. And Fiverr has marked it. Fiverr has put a tick. Let me snap my screen so that you can see it. Okay. So, where's camera? So once Fiverr approves, you know that you can use the name. Where is it? Okay, it did not snap. So everybody, you know, if you are planning to have an account on Fiverr, I think that this is the best time for you to begin to brainstorm what your username would be. So that possibly tomorrow, once you get what we do tonight, possibly tomorrow you can go ahead and create your account, because I believe that you can actually have your account, your accounts can be down, can be ready, and then you can go ahead to, keep learning how to get better and all of that. So that's it. So I'm entering your password now. Adebukola, I'm entering your password now. My caps lock doesn't turn on the light, so I'm trying to be sure. Can you please just move away? I'm trying to be sure that the caps lock is on. It's not responding to me. I want to see if my caps lock is on. It has approved this name already. So give me something. It's not responding. Okay. Let me open another document to confirm that my caps lock is on because of what your name as your password has in it. So just give me a minute. Okay, so I hope we're still here. This is something I need to do carefully because it's not my account. So let me go back to, yeah. So you have this, then this, and then, okay, so I hope I did that right. Okay, so join. Very good. Okay, so Becky Lee, you are in. Now you see what I did with that Becky Lee. So I'm going to share my screen now. Becky Lee, you now have an account. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen with you all now. Where is the screen? They've sent you an email. Good. What did they ask you to do? So please keep us updated. You can tell me in the group or in my chat. But I'm sure they're going to ask you to verify yourself or something like that. So can we see this screen now? This is Adebukola's account. So yes, they said I should activate the account. Okay, so normally you're going to be expected. So you can see other people here. You can see Zilanan, Yossi Sebastian, Anim Team. And this Anim now, you can see that their name reflects because they're going to be doing some branding and all of that. Okay, so you can see different people's gigs and all of that. So Adebukola, this is your account. I wanted to show this. There's a stage where you're supposed to enter, so I'm sure that's what you are going to be doing. You're going to put in your education and all of it. Okay, so that's that. Now let's go to your dashboard, or let's go to your profile. So let me do some of the initial stages with our account. But when it is time to create a gig, I will go back to my own account because I shouldn't be tampering with our gig. I shouldn't be tampering with that. But so can you see this page? Can we see where I am? Becky Lee, can you see where you are? You see that your Becky Lee sounds like a Becky is, sounds, what's Becky in English? There's a name that is Becky in English. Okay, so you see you need to activate your account. It's showing up here that you need to activate your account. So you're going to be answering some questions, education and all of that. So that's fine. But I want to do some things on your account. So, you would have added a picture and everything. Then where you have this pencil, this edit thing. Yes, you can see that. Okay, good. You're in the group, right? Good. So how would you describe yourself? Do you do any writing already, Adebukola? How do you describe yourself? I just want to, set up your account a bit so that we can see what it looks like. Okay, so just give us a bit of information, or if you want me to just play around, I can play around just for the sake of this. But immediately after this, now I'm going to gig creation. This is 9:41. You've not been writing before. Okay, so let me just do some things for you. So you can type here, this part, you can just type professional copywriter. Just write something. As you see what other people do, play around. Thank you. As you see what other people do, you would so there's a description. You have a description. You're meant to describe yourself. Can we see what I'm doing, please? So can you see the things that I said you're going to need to do? On this left side, you're going to describe yourself. So you're going to click edit description. Then your languages, let's quickly do this languages thing. Adebukola, so the first most important thing is English, of course. You pick English, then they ask you to pick the level. So Adebukola, would you pick fluent or native or bilingual? I chose native or bilingual because I can defend it. Okay, so I think you're actually bilingual, where English and Yoruba. Yeah, Yoruba now. So I'll choose native or bilingual for you. So that's that. So do you want to add another language? What other language do you speak? Do you speak Yoruba? Are other people here? I want to be sure that other people are here. It's only Adebukola that's been typing for the past how many minutes? So who else is still on this chat? Who else is still here? Damilola is here. Thank you. So Adebukola, what's your language efficient? What's that thing called? Language proficiency for Yoruba. Should I? Okay, is it native? Is it native? I'm assuming so. Oluwaseun is here. Okay, Toke is here. Thank you, Yoruba bilingual. Okay, so good. This is what anybody would do for their account. If you go to my Adasa Wayne account, you will see Yoruba there. You will see French there. Because I was as authentic as possible. Just that US location, I could not change it. If I can change it this night, I will change it. Now, you need to add your account, your social media accounts. So you add Facebook, you add Google. Then Dribble is like a portfolio account. I don't really know much about it though, but I know that you use it for to show your work, to keep things that you do. So Dribble, Stack Overflow, GitHub, Vimeo, whatever, Twitter. In short, these are just things that allow you to show your work, the things that you do. So you add all those accounts. Then your skills. Since you're starting up, let's assume, Adebukola, you're going to be writing, right? So let's add some skills for you. So skills can be like content. You see that they've already brought suggestions for you. So content writing, let me put, don't worry, you can tamper with this data, you can change them all. But let me just play around. So I chose content writing. I'll pick copywriting for you again. It's going to bring it out. Complete it for me. Where is it? Yeah, copyright. Oh, what was that? Sorry. Copywriting. You can even choose which one do you want to choose? Emails. See that there are plenty. You can pack all of them as you like. An experience level. You can choose intermediate, because of course you don't want to choose beginner, even though you're just starting. You don't want to choose expert, so that somebody will not overtrust you since you are just starting. So I like to be as real as possible. So what other skills can you choose? You can choose creative writing. Sorry. Don't worry, I'm not going to do everything because we need to move on to the next thing. But I just want to give us an idea of what things you are going to do while you are here and all of that. So there are so many skills. So you can go and add all the skills later. Then education, I talked about all these things. Adebukola, what university did you graduate from? I hope you don't mind sharing that information here, because we're already setting up your account. Though. Some of these things, once they are true, will save you distress. So let me first pick, did you study in Nigeria? Okay, you good. So let me go and pick Nigeria down. You see Nigeria, anybody that is setting up their account, you see that you're going to do this. If you go to my data way, you see Obafemi there. My education is there. So you got to be as real as possible. Okay, so have you graduated? I know that ASU is, I've not really graduated because of ASU, no Allah. So what you study, what's your degree title called? Don't worry, we're going to pick it. Let's see what options Fiverr will give us. So it's just BSc. Okay, good. BSc. Everybody, this is how you create your account. Though you cannot skip these things. You can't skip them. What's your major? What's your course of study? Adebukola. Everybody, if you are creating an account on Fiverr, you cannot skip these things, because if the more information you provide, if you chemistry, the more information you provide, the more authentic your profile will be. So you have graduation. When are you supposed to graduate? Let me just put this 2022 that we are in. I don't know. Are you supposed to graduate this year? But that's like the latest year that Fiverr showed. So if there were more years, this year, but so you are it's this year now. It's just ASU that is doing you. Left to me, I think you graduated. So let's go back. So 2022. So you add it. Okay. So certification are like professional courses that you have taken. So if there's any professional course that you have taken, you can add it here. For me, I think I did a Google Analytics course one time. I added that. I think I did another storytelling thing. I added that. So that's just it, Sha. So in order to provide the best possible work, some information about your account will be shared with Fiverr, will be shared with sellers. Okay, and all of that. So that's it. This is, this is it. Okay. So your name in short on Fiverr is Becky Lee. Anybody can mention that name. Does somebody have a question? Does anybody have a question so far We have filled in those basic details. Now we are going to go back up and go and write this. Can you use Udemy? Yes, you can. If you've taken, there are people that are taking copywriting courses and all those courses. If you have taken all those, I think I even took a copywriting course on Allison. I have a certificate from Allison. I don't know where it is. I should have added it to my Fiverr self, my own profile. So Adebukola, let's write a description for you. Even though we know you are new, let's try write something. Okay. So you see what Fiverr says. Please tell us about any hobbies, additional expertise, or anything else you'd like to add. Okay. So we already said you're a professional copywriter, yeah? So Adebukola, just give me a few words about yourself. Latest by 10 o'clock, we're going to switch to gig creation. Okay. So we have 12 minutes to finish whatever we are doing here. So Adebukola, give me some words that describe you. Let me try to write some. I'm going to create something to describe you right now. So my name is what did we use before? Your username is Becky Lee. Well, you might not necessarily be using Becky Lee as your name. So what do you want to use as your name, Adebukola, when you're going to be working with people? What would you like them to call you? Would you like them to call you Bookie? Would you like them to call you, and preferably something that is easy for anybody? Would you like them to call you Bookie or Alima, or just give us something that's kind of straightforward that we can use? So, or whatever you decide, it's up to you. So while you're thinking about that, I'm going to go on and just keep typing stuff. And I'm great at writing content of various kinds, including articles and blog posts. So in short, I'm writing stuff from my experience for you. You can change it later on. Good, Alima, I'm going to change that. Thank you. I would have chosen Alima too with the double A that you gave me, because it's a general thing. So it's good. And I'm great at writing content of various kinds, including articles and blog posts. Can you see what I'm typing, please? Articles and blog posts, email newsletters, sales copies, press releases. Don't worry, if you look through the content guide for this trainings, I'm going to be teaching you some of these things if you are new to them, because I've written many of them. And product description. For me, the goal is to help brands communicate their message to their target audience using the best words possible. So if you'd like me to work with your brand or business, okay, kindly send a message or go ahead to place an order for my gig. You don't have any gig right now, but this is just to start. And see, mind you, anybody writes anything, so you can always tamper with this thing. Send a message or go ahead to place an order for my gig. So it's usually advisable that they speak with you first if there's anything you want them to tell you first. But if not, they can actually just go ahead and place an order for your gig. But I just always like the idea of communication before. But if your gig is ready to go and there's no problem, good, they can place the order and yeah, fine. Okay, it's just that some buyers can be complicated, or they will be expecting something else, whereas you don't offer that thing. So Adebukola, this is something to start with, but you're going to, because you now have an account, it means that your research starts now. You need to go and start reading what a lot of people have, because I'm just one person in the entire world of Fiverr. So feel free to read what other people have and everything. Adebukola, you should also download the Fiverr app on your phone now, so that you can begin to see what you look like, what your presence looks like on Fiverr. So everybody, have we made some sense so far? Adebukola, when I say that you should research what other people are doing, all you need to do is, which of the niches do you want to start with? Are you good at logo design and all of these graphics? Are you into digital marketing, using social? Okay, Damilola, thank you for the feedback. Social media and all those things. Or is it writing and translation and whatever else? In short, I've clicked on writing and translation so that we can progress. Okay. So please, all these Fiverr videos that they show you, if you are new to Fiverr, what videos? Read their blog posts. They have communities. They have, forums. They have blogs. You can even take Fiverr courses on Fiverr. There are some that are free and there are some that are paid. So it is a complete system. You will learn how to use the system, even within the system itself, if you don't mind paying money and all of that. But this is just me saying, see, I learned many things on my own, and if I can transfer it to you, then fine. So whatever, when you are doing stuff on your own, please watch the videos, watch these things. They are meant to guide you. All right. So this is what writing and translation looks like. You see that under content writing and editing, you have articles and blog posts. There's proofreading and editing. There's website content. What do you think about taking orders that you don't have a skill on and outsourcing it to people who have the skills? It's a common practice on Fiverr, but I don't do it. Okay. And I even took a training last year where we were taught, I joined the guys community because since 2017, I've been doing Fiverr on my own and I've been doing really fine. But for once, I just felt like, let me find a place where there are other Nigerians who are writing on Fiverr. And, that was what the guy taught us, that even if you don't know what a job entails, you can take that job and outsource it to somebody who knows to do it. In as much as it's a good thing, and they say, okay, you share the money, you do whatever, you keep getting jobs and all. The reason I would not do it is, it's not because I don't trust people, but it's because if I have not told the buyer that I have a team, the image I gave the buyer was that I am an independent seller, if I do give out that job, and eventually it does not fit what that buyer expected of me, since I did not know what the job entailed in the first place, have I not tampered with the trust of the buyer? That's my understanding. It might be different and, unnecessary. But for me, if you are going to take a buyer's job and give it to somebody else, you must have told the buyer that you have a team. And there are gigs on Fiverr where people tell buyers, even from their description, you will see that we are a team of designers, we're a team of writers. You will see it. So if you're going to take a buyer's job and give it to somebody else, make sure you have told them that it's a team, so that when they are a bit, you have a few inconsistencies and the rest of them, you guys can sort it out. But of course, you don't have to take my advice, right? But that's just my perspective. It's not something I'm going to do. Even though I was advised to do it at some point, it's not something I'm going to do. If I'm going to take a job, I would take a job that I know something about. You see that Nigerian account I showed you? I have been seeing buyer requests for translation jobs. They want somebody to change Portuguese to English, Chinese to English, English to Chinese. They want translation jobs. Of course, maybe I can look for somebody that can do translation and give the job to them. But I don't have that kind of spirit. I don't know how to do stuff like that. And one of it was like $250 and everything. But I just prefer to I don't know how to tamper with people's trust like that. I prefer to, just be upfront and do what I can do and move on. Okay, so I hope that I answered your question, Zinat, but I think you're still free to decide what it should be. Okay, so back to everything. In short, these are the different things you can do under writing. You can just open your phone. I have like several gigs under articles and blog posts. I have, maybe 2 or 1 under website and website content. I have under creative writing. I have under technical writing. I think I have under product description. I have under script writing. I have which other one? I have under sales copy. I have under writing advice. And you can see this writing advice is new. This is the gig I just added last week, so that I can wake up that account because of this our session. Okay, because of what we are doing, because we're going to be using, I want to use a Nigerian account while teaching us instead of that one that has a wrong location. And so I had to create a gig under this. And the account we are creating tonight is under this writing advice again, especially because it is new. And really, I don't want to do too much writing on Fiverr right now. I just want to do mentorship, as I am doing even outside Fiverr. Okay. So that said, please, before you you see that there are things you can read. You see that there are guides on Fiverr. They will always provide you a lot of resources. One thing I want to emphasize is please research. Just play around this Fiverr. Play around. There's so much that you will learn. And whatever I could do or I did was a consequence of seeing what other people were doing and realizing, oh, I can do this. Oh, I can do that. Oh, me too, I can do this. That's the thing. Okay, you know what exists and you know what you'll be able to do. That said, Adebukola, I am leaving your account now and I am going to my own account to go and create the gig. It is now 9:58. But Adebukola, if you do want to create a gig on your account, okay, this is profile. You know where we were before, right? So you click on profile and you create a gig. You see the option. The option was on this side right now. Give me a minute. Okay. It looks like the things that we wrote before did they disappear? Because I cannot see that professional content writer that we wrote up here before. But the other things are still there. So I'm sure Fiverr needs to activate your account. So you're going to get to do that eventually. So when you click on any of these things, you will see a lot of gigs. Let me even click on this one so that everybody can see it right now. I'll click on this, writing and translation again, and I'll click on articles and blog posts. This is one of the most dominated area in Fiverr. If you're going to have a gig in articles and blog posts, you will work to be seen. You will need to struggle to get seen. I'm back now. Sorry, my network disappeared for a while. Can you hear me now? Can somebody confirm that you can hear me? Please, can you confirm that you can hear me? So we're going to create, I was trying to show you that when you want to, create your gig, you should go and see what other people have done. You can hear me, thank you. Sorry, this is just sad that we have to deal with, a connection like this, but it's what it is. Okay, so I want to show you what other people are doing. And I said that, one of the best ways to do that is to, go over what people are already doing. And I said this is, articles and blog posts. This is one place that is overpopulated. It is just overpopulated. See, they have to, you have to choose the language that you want to work in. So let's choose English. These are filters though. I've always known this Donovan guy. I've always known him since I've been on Fiverr. Can you see that he has over? Okay, what's happening? It will be back in no time. What's happening in no time? Something is happening. What happened to the network? Let me just continue. So in short, this is just, I'm trying to show you what other people are doing. Okay? Can you see this loyal writer? Can you see this smiling lady? She's so beautiful. Can you see how compelling her smile is? This SEO article, right? I want you to take notes of what people do. People show their faces. You see that I also show my face. Show your face and write text beside it. Fiverr shows you how to do that. Like this guy now has a video. I also have a video, and tonight we're going to be using a. Oh my goodness, what's happening to the network now? Don't mess with me. Okay, so I'm back. So you can see this guy has a video. It says, I will write a high quality blog post in German. I will write an engaging blog post and articles. Look at their ratings. This person said, I'll write a SEO article or blog post of 500 words in 24 hours. You can see their levels, level 1 seller, level 2 seller. When you're starting on Fiverr new, you're a new seller. After some time, after you've done like 10 jobs, you move to level 1. After you've done maybe how many jobs again, you move to level 2. I got to level 2 in less than a year of starting on Fiverr. That was in 2018. But because I had my other jobs, I was an English teacher in a high school. I was teaching IELTS. I got married. That's in 2018. I gave birth, 2019. I had another child 2021. In short, my life on Fiverr has been part-time. But you can see people put their pictures and text. Pictures and text. Some people use stock images, right? But you know, it's network. Why are you doing this to me tonight? Okay, so can somebody confirm that you can still hear me and you can see what I'm doing? I'm trying to show you the gigs that are already existing. Okay, I'm trying to show you existing gigs. So these are people's gigs. Just spend some time looking at their names, looking at their jobs, looking at everything. If you can see this pro verified, I also applied for pro. I applied for Fiverr Pro. There's something called Fiverr. Okay, so they allow you to, yes, you can hear me, you can see and you can hear me. Thank you. It's just a mess. It's going up and on and off, but I'll keep going. So you should just spend some time to spend some time going over what people have already done, to see who already exists and all of that. So just spend some time. But all you really do when you create your so I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask you guys to pray that the network will be steady because we have come this far and we are going to the gig part now. And this is where we really need the internet to work for us. Okay, so I'm going to go back to that account now and then we're I'm going to trust that to work out. Okay, so I'm back again. The internet is really messing with us, but let's just see. So can somebody see this page that I'm on? Can you see that I have a Fiverr, I have a Google Doc open? Can you see the Google Doc? Can you see what can you see this document? You can see the Google Doc. So I've already written the title of the gig. I already know this niche and the sub niche and everything. So we're just going to be inserting everything, okay? I'm going to open it now. I'm going to my own Nigerian account. And you guys can begin to, after you have looked at what other people are doing, you can begin to try it out on your own too. So the account I'm switching to now, you see video is paused. What do you mean my video is paused? I don't understand what that means, but let me just see. I'm trying to come back to this account. Wait, hold on. Can anybody see and hear me? Because this thing is telling me video is paused. Okay, so you can see me, right? You can see my screen. I'm trying to change the screen that you can see so that we can start inserting that gig. So where is the screen, please? I'm looking for my Google Chrome. Sorry. I'm looking for my Google Chrome and I don't know where that is. Okay, this is it here. Okay, so it's still the same place. I just need to change page. Okay, so this is it. Sorry. So I want to create a gig. You can see that there are 3 gigs here now. So Adebukola, because you don't have any gigs, it's not showing anything there, but this is my account and all. This is the fresh Nigerian account. I'm using this Nigerian account so that all of us are on the same level, more or less, okay? So you click on create a new gig. I've clicked on create a new gig. Now we are going to start. So when you want to create a gig, and when you are doing this on your own, I want you to be more patient because of our network and our time. I'm going to be a bit fast. But your gig title is the name of your gig. This is like the name of your shop. Okay, this is the service that you offer. So I have already made up my mind that this is what I want to offer. I want to be a writing mentor to people. Now, how do you compose your writing? There's a video here to the right that tells you what your gig title should have. You should have a catchy title. You should choose a category. You should add metadata. We're going to see at the bottom. Excuse me. You should have you should add tags. You're going to see the tags. In short, the keywords that buyers are going to use when looking for a seller like you should be included in your in your gig title. Okay, so for someone like me now, if somebody says they need a mentor, even though I use guide, okay, if the best word they would search for on Fiverr would be mentor. Okay, the best, if they come on Fiverr saying they are looking for somebody to guide them with their writing, or they want a mentor, people will most likely use mentor, and mentor can be used both as a noun and as a verb. Okay, so in this case, what I'm saying I want to do for whoever is coming here. Now, of course, if you're doing writing and article and blog post, you say, okay, I will write you so number of words and so time and everything. Just make sure that your title it offers value. It tells the person that is going to buy from you what you are going to do for them. In my own case, I'm going to mentor somebody who wants to become a content writer, but you won't just be any kind of content writer. You'll be a high demand writer. What does that mean? People will keep giving you jobs. That's what everybody wants. You want more jobs, more money, more jobs, more money, more jobs. That's what I want to do for whoever I'm going to mentor. Okay, and because I have done it for 5 years, despite the fact that I did it on a part-time basis, I was not consistent, I had my life going on. The point is, I can make it happen for you. Now you will choose a category and a subcategory. They've already suggested what it's going to be for you, but me, I know that it is not under articles and blog posts, and I know it's not under website content. I know it's not script writing. So it is still writing and translation, but it is none of these three. Okay, it is under, excuse me, why is this not showing? Sorry, it's not showing me. Let me see. Okay, no, it's not under writing and translation. Sorry, it's under this new one. Why is it not showing it? Oh goodness, if it's under writing and translation, then it should be writing advice. So I think I'm not seeing that. Yeah, see it at the end. Thank you. Okay, can you see it? It's on the, that was the last thing we saw under writing and translation, because they wrote new. It's a new service that Fiverr just added. So what I'm doing is, anybody who comes to Fiverr to say they want somebody to mentor them, you can see it's good. So there's writing and translation. So the suggestions Fiverr give you can be correct sometimes, and if it's not correct, change it. So me, I already knew, because I've done my research, that it's under writing advice. Okay, now you will choose the service type. What type of service is it? For me, it is writing mentorship. Okay, and it is a new service of Fiverr, so I know that it will grow. And I've already seen that the people under it, the gigs under it, are few. So I have just one major competition that I am shadowing, in that sense, in terms of this particular thing. Okay, because I've done my research. Now, gig metadata, I'm just going to choose, let me see what is relevant. Is there writing advice here? Is there writing advice here? Select the topics of your expertise. Let me just choose order, and let's see, what you're going to, or perhaps I could even just look for something else that I want to. Instead of choosing order, I can actually just choose one of these forms of writing and say, okay, articles and blog posts, just to give the person an idea of what, where they will find me. So I can choose articles and blog posts. I can choose sales copy. You can only choose 2. Okay, but if I wanted to choose order, I would just, type writing advice again, but there's no point doing that. Okay, so you go to industry. Let's see what industry it's related to. What industries are you focusing on now? Let's see this for this point. Yeah, I can say writing and publishing, because that's actually what it is. How many did they give us? They gave us 5. You can choose 5 industries. So I've chosen, writing and publishing. I'll choose education. Is there health anywhere? Has anybody seen health? Because health is another common category. Can anybody see health, please? Okay, medical and pharmaceutical. Not really. Okay, I'll just choose nonetheless. Okay, so I've choose fashion and apparel. How many have we chosen so far? We've chosen 4. So let me just take financial services and business. Okay, so that is it. But when you're doing yours, just make sure you take some more time to read through everything well. Now we want to choose tags. So the tags are the buzzwords that will make you pop up when people search for you, and they give you 5. They give you room to add 5 tags, so that when the tags are like the things that Fiverr, the way they say Google crawls on websites, these are the things that will show Fiverr that you are offering a service that somebody wants, and it will include keywords. Okay, so in this case now, what keyword did we choose earlier? You know, I'm looking at somebody who wants advice in content writing. Yeah, so you choose content writing. Now we see if there's anything like advice, but this is advices. That's not English. So let me just put my, enter. You chose to use the correct thing. Then let me see for copywriting too. Let's see if we, so you have copy editor, copy something. Okay, so I can take add copy. But before you choose these tags, make sure you have done your research. See what other people are using, so you can use the same thing or something similar. Okay, so let me see for mentorship. There's mentor, good. Okay, because that's the kind of service that I'm offering, right? So let me see what else again. Let me see something that's related to writer. So you can see content writers, you can see article writer, blog writer. So I'll just take blog writer. These are all the things that are similar to what somebody is likely to search for when they are searching for me. And this is something that Fiverr says, Fiverr allows you to take tests, not as a criterion, but as a means of showcasing your abilities. On my data, in this Nigerian account, I've taken 3 tests. I think I took a basic skills test, which is like an English test. I took a content writing test and maybe another one. Okay, so what you do here is what we just did. This title that you wrote here, you can never change it because it will become your URL. So whatever you write here must be the ultimate. You can never change your gig title because it will become your URL. So for me, once I put this in now, that's what it will be. I will mentor you to become a high demand content writer. This is what my URL will be. You cannot change it. You choose your category, you choose your subcategory, you choose your service type, you choose the topic, the topics that interest you, the industries you're focusing on. Some of these things matter, but at the end of the day, you're still going to get different kinds of people. Different kinds of people will approach you. Once they see your gig and they want to work with you, they will choose you. Okay, so these things are just for Fiverr system and everything. Once you've done that, you click save and continue and you move on. It will show you, as it's saved, it will show you, okay, it says title can contain letters and numbers only. Okay, so it doesn't like this hyphen. So thank you. Did you see what happened? Did you see that red thing? When you make a mistake, Fiverr would always stop you with something like that. It doesn't want that hyphen, and so I've removed it. So it's most likely going to allow me go now. Okay, so you can you see changes saved? So it's taking me to the next page now. Are you guys following? Is somebody following? We have done the overview, the first page. Now we are doing pricing. I've already written this down in my Google Doc. Okay, now you can see that I already chose, it was this mentorship thing. I've added it. This is my gig description. The pricing part is somewhere down here. It's somewhere down here. Where is it? Yeah, I already did my pricing: $100, $150, $200. So I'm going to arrange that. And these are just offers. The way somebody would tell you, buy one shoe for 1,000, or you buy 2 shoes for 1,005, or you buy 3 shoes for 1,008. They are just offers, right? So that's the same thing on Fiverr. They allow you to have packages. These are just your packages, okay? Some people choose to use basic, but it's always advisable to use the 3 of them. Okay, I'm back. Are we following? Can somebody confirm that you can see this packages page? Okay, now come on. Yes, you are seeing this. Good. So you can take some time to really see what other people are doing. For me, at this stage, I feel as if I'm not very serious about it anymore. So I'm not giving it so much attention because it feels like I've left Fiverr. I've built a business outside of Fiverr. Fiverr is just your starting point. But for me, I've built a business outside Fiverr. So I guess I'm not very serious with my research and all. But nonetheless, please take your time to be thorough. See what other people are doing. So if I'm going to name my package, I'll just call it, you know, I'm trying to type on this. Why is it not responding? Type. Okay, good. So this is 30 minutes. Come on, respond now. Why is it lagging? 30 minutes. Excuse me. So we're going to use Zoom. So if you're allowed, if this gig is a pro gig, that's a Fiverr pro gig, they will allow you to use Zoom. Just some people can use Zoom. Normally, Fiverr allows you to only communicate within Fiverr, so it's a limited people that can use Zoom. But I'm just going to go ahead and create it like this. But if you are not allowed, if Fiverr does not allow your niche to use Zoom, please don't go on WhatsApp with anybody. Don't go on email with anybody. Don't do it. It is against the terms of service on Fiverr, and it's something I don't do. I did not do it. So don't do it. Don't take communication outside Fiverr. You are not supposed to communicate with anybody outside. You can lose your account for that reason. Don't say the buyer wants to offer you more, so you want to collect more money. You need to be as honest as possible. One thing that helped me was God knew that I was honest. Besides the mess up with that VPN thing, God knew I was honest, and He always blessed my work. So if you're as honest with this thing as possible, people will keep coming to you. Okay, so is either I leave this Zoom thing here with the hope that Zoom will be an option or not, because I have applied for Fiverr Pro. I'm hoping that I get it. So let me just leave this here. They say it takes some weeks or some months. We'll talk about that in another session. So let me just type this. Why is my system slow? It's not typing. I can't see what I'm typing. Okay, now respond. Don't slow me down. This is already 10:20. Okay, so it's here. 30 minutes Zoom mentorship. What's this one? 45 minutes. So, naming your package is just to define what you're going to offer for each one. It's just, there's no hard and fast rule for it. Just look at what people are doing and then see what you can do as well. 30 minutes Zoom mentorship session. I want to add session to this as well. I'm typing stuff, but it's not showing. Am I still connected to the... Can you please confirm that you can hear me? Because I wonder why this screen is not... I'm typing stuff, but it's not showing. That's the thing with this thing being practical. When I do this thing on my own during the daytime, everything responds really fast. You can hear me. Thank you, Damilola. This is one stage that's going to take time. The next page will also take time, but I'm not even seeing what I'm typing. Good. So it's back 60 minutes. Everything I'm typing is not even showing while I'm typing. 60 minutes Zoom mentorship session. Oh my goodness, come on, be fast now. It's not showing. It's not showing. I'm typing stuff, but it's not showing. It's lagging. So please, when you want to create Fiverr, just give yourself like 2 hours of no disturbance, so that you won't make a mistake and you will do everything. Now you see that because this is a writing mentorship gig, I'm using that mentorship word. That mentorship is a keyword. So make sure you use the keyword, okay? Use your keywords regularly, okay? So yeah, this thing should speed up now. My keyboard is not responding on time. It's not responding on time. So just dedicate some 1 to 2 hours for this, so that you can take your time to go over it. Okay, so speed up. Get writing. I'll just keep typing and hope that it will come up. It will come up after a while. Why am I having this problem? This is already 10:23, and I was hoping that we'll breeze through this, but I don't want to. Yes, get writing mentorship for starters. So that's what I want to do. I don't know why this thing is slow, but thank you for being here nonetheless. If you have any questions, please drop them in the group so that I can respond to them. But this is a session where I was meant to show you stuff. So, you choose how long you are going to take to deliver this. Well, because it can be any time, it's a session, because it's a monthly session, so it can be any time in the month. So you can just choose. For me, I'm choosing 30 days because it can be any time in the month. You don't know when the person is going to place it. So you can't just place one. You can't just say you will deliver in one day. What if the person is not ready for the session tomorrow? So once the person places the order, at least between now and the next 1 month, they will decide when they want it. And then you guys can decide. So that's why I'm choosing 30 days. If you want to, if you want, but if it's a writing, task, it can be 2 days. You can just look at what other people are doing. Okay. So, but nonetheless, you can still Google my Adasa Win account. If you want to look at what I have done before, you can still Google that account on Fiverr and see what is there. So I'm just going to copy this because this thing is wasting our time. I don't know why it's this. So I'll just change this status to for intermediate writers. It doesn't have to be different because at the end of the day, it's just the time that is different. The only difference is 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and all of that. So just see what other people are doing and then, take your time to go through. Quick. I'm trying to be fast here. Okay, and then for intending professionals, let me see. Sorry, this thing is, I don't know why we're having this issue, but no problem. We're doing it already. We're making some progress. So for intending professionals, this is just to make it different, but at the end of the day, there's no difference. The time is the difference. So somebody can choose more and all of that. So they are getting, I'm going to leave this session as what it is, just one session a month, except the person decides that wants more than one session. I want to scroll down, but my system is not responding. Okay, so I'll just use the touch screen instead. So the session length for this one, I already said is 30 minutes. So this is 30 minutes. This one, I said this one is 45 minutes. And then I said this one will be 60 minutes. So we've done that. For each of the sessions, I'll give the person an assignment and I'll give them a summary of the sessions. And I already said that my pricing, I hope I'm not too fast. I'm trying to meet up with time because the network has really messed with us. So for this initial, for 30 minutes of my time, they're going to pay $100. For 45 minutes of my time, they're going to pay $150. And for 60 minutes of my time, they'll pay $600. I have done my research. That's why I know, what's reasonable price to use. And if the person wants, to get stuff done within a shorter period than you are ready to offer, you can click extra fast delivery. And gig extra is, let's say there's something more you want to offer the person. Okay, so if there's something more you're offering the person and they're going to pay more for it, then you just add it here and all of that. But when you're creating a gig under writing and translation, you will see Fiverr gives you options. You can add more pictures. They'll pay you for more pictures. They'll pay you for more revisions. They can pay you for more words. They can pay you for whatever it is. They are just called gig extras. They're like extra services that they want that you've not really stated before. So in this part, you just take your time to define this thing, this stage. Make sure you choose as many things. But at the end of the day, before you create a gig, make sure you see what other people are doing. I have seen what other people are doing. Okay, I made a mistake here. I've seen what other people are doing, and so that's why I know what to charge. So we just click save and continue, and we go to the next page. So it says changes saved. It's going to take me to the description page. Now, how do you describe your gig? There's this thing we call AIDA. Is there any content writer here? Is there any content writer here? This is like the strategy that is generally used to write copy or write content. And of course, there are variations. Goodness, thank you. There are variations of it from different authors since so many years back. They've used different forms of. There's AIDA, there's all sorts. I took a course on that thing and I was just tired of how many everybody has. There are so many, but I prefer to stick with AIDA because AIDA means, are you seeing the screen, please? It means attention. When you want to write, start by catching people's attention. Then after you've pull them into your writing. You know, give them a reason to be interested. Thank you. Goodness has put it there. Give them a reason to be interested in what you are saying to them. Wake up things in them that will make them feel like what you are writing is really what they want. Like if you're describing a product, pull them in. If you've ever watched an ad where they just ask you a question at the beginning and they begin to paint pictures in your head, and then the next part is desire. They make you dream about a life that you've always wanted. You want to travel the world, you want to work from anywhere. They wake up all those desires in you by suggesting things that you've always dreamed of, your hopes, the things you're afraid of that you don't want to happen to you, your fears. In short, they just connect to you on the inside, and once they have achieved that, they would write something that would tell you what to do, what action they want you to take. And so this is the same approach you use when you are creating your description, your gig description. And I have done that for myself in this document already. So this is it. We're going to paste it and I'll read through it quickly because this is already 10:30 and we're supposed to end now, but since we're already wrapping up, let's just breeze through this. After this, we're going to fill in some things quickly and add our images. So I'm just going to drop this here. In short, what they're just saying is, let me read through this one so you get what I said. Imagine that you could sharpen your writing skills and earn a steady income every month. I'm trying to get the attention of this person. Think about how happier your life would be if you knew you had regular earnings thanks to your content writing abilities. Okay, now where is it? Okay, so I think I've run out of my word count. You can see that you're meant to have just 1,200 words. Okay, so let me just skip over that. You'll be able to work from anywhere at any time without strict rules or necessary pressure. You'll be able to visit. Okay, so I have able to, yeah. So I'm going to take that out. You see that you should also edit. I think I just wrote this straight on into my Google Doc some days ago. So let me just do this right. Okay, you'll be able to visit, where is it? New places, meet new people and explore the world on your own terms. You'll be able to focus. Okay, I've run out of word count there. So let me just change this and to this. You'll be able to focus on building your family and making an impact in the world. Because I've been able to do this, I know you can too. So I have used the A and I, and there are different ways of writing. There are so many ways of writing. So there's no one way to describing your gig. Just make sure you catch attention, you wake them up, you make them feel like they can see themselves in your writing. Now, this is once you've done that, introduce yourself. I'm Adenike, and I'm a part-time content writer. I've earned about $13,000 writing on Fiverr part-time while working at other jobs and being a mom of 2 toddlers. With my guidance and writing mentorship, you'll be able to, now this is the desire, what would they get from what you're doing for them? You'll be able to create your dream work life and work anywhere and anytime, anywhere, meet your needs without worrying about caring for yourself or your family, make an impact in the world, or explore the opportunities. If you can't wait to become that professional content writer that never runs out of orders or gigs, send a message now or go ahead to book your session with me to talk about your content writing journey. If you can write, you can. Okay, so that's not showing. I think we've run out of word counts. So that last sentence is gone. So go ahead to book your. Another thing is your keywords should show. Okay, your keywords should show. So I'm bringing in that mentorship word again, because remember that this gig is about writing mentorship, and you see there's a lot of writing, content writer, blah blah in between. So go ahead to book your mentorship session with me to talk about your content writing journey. Okay, so that's your gig description. As I said before, take your time to see what other people have done so you can do the same. Then you should add frequently asked questions. What would people ask you before they work with you? So let me just add one. We've already run out of time, but let me just add one. Okay, so what makes you qualified? Let me just add one so you can see how it works. What makes you qualified to mentor me? Okay, that's just an example question. So my answer to this will be based on my based on my 5-year experience, based on my I'm trying to be faster, so I'm not typing calmly. 5-year experience as a content writer on Fiverr. I understand how difficult it can be to get started and continue to get gigs and continue to get orders consistently. And since I've written why am I writing? Making a lot of mistakes. Various forms of content formats, including web content, sales copies, press releases, product descriptions, blog posts and articles. Okay, so I've come to, you see that it's just 300 words. So, since I've written various forms of content, including blah, 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 blah. So let me just cut off this part. You can see the word count is 300 and the like. I can help you start out with ease. Just write something, think about it, see what other people are using, and then add it. Okay, so I've added one. Let's just save and continue and move on. Is anybody still here? Are you still learning? This is just to show you we don't have all the time, and then the network has messed with us. So this next part, so you see we have done 3 things. We have written the overview, we have added the price, we have written our description and FAQ. Now requirements is, what do you want the person to give you so that you can do the job for them? If it were an article, you ask them for their website, for the keywords that they want to work on, the topics and all of that. But in this case, because I'm working with people that I want to mentor, what I want to ask them is, number one, do you have any writing experience at all? Okay, so that's one question. Do you have any writing experience at all? So the person can provide this answer in any format. They can type it freely. If it's multiple choice, you must have asked the question that requires that. If you want them to put an attachment, fine. But this is free text. So I'll add this. Now I want to add another one. Can you share samples of your previous writing, because it's something I want to offer them. So if I ask them this question and they have attachments, it's something they can share, then they would, add, they would have attach it to this. Okay, so this is it. There are so many things you can ask for, but I want to be fast. It's already 10:37, so we are past time here. But I wanted to do this in class. But at the end of the day, make sure that you go through what other people have done. So this part, I'm just going to open my computer and attach this thing. So this part, I want you to take some time to read through. This is your gallery. You should add pictures, up to 3 pictures. You should add 1 video. Fiverr has requirements. Your pictures should have a particular format. See the size on this side. So when you are using Canva or whatever you're going to use to design, do a custom sizing that will give you this format. Okay, that's what I did, and you will see it right now. I have also, put up a video. I put up a video on my Adasa Win account last week, and Fiverr approved it. I already had one before, but I wanted to do it again recently to see if what it looks like, and it's worked on that account. So I'm going to put this on this account now. It takes them a bit of time to accept it, but nonetheless they will. And then you should add documents. Okay, you should add a PDF document. These are just things that would display on your gig, just as we saw for other people. So I'm going to open my computer. I already saved the pictures on my computer earlier today so that we would do this quickly. So where did I put the pictures? Okay, so there was a folder. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to pick where's that first picture that I chose? So it's this one. And make sure you save your picture name with your gig SEO. So I already saved this picture name with content writing, mentorship, Adenike. I already saved everything. It's called SEO. You are optimizing the image for the search system, whether it's the Fiverr system or even Google search engine itself. Okay, so can you see that Fiverr has approved this first picture? Did anybody see the mark? Did anybody see that mark? Okay, so that's my first picture. Now I'm adding the second one. They said we can have up to 3, so I'm adding another one. So this is the second one I'm going to add. You're going to see it now. Can you see how it is rotating? Can somebody see my screen? I want to be sure if you can see what I'm doing and you can hear me. Can you please confirm that you can see me and hear me? Anybody? Can somebody confirm that you can see what I'm doing and you can hear me? Okay, I'm doing this live here because I want you to know what it's like. But when you are doing it on your own, please take more time. I've designed these things on Canva already. And, you know, I've already seen what exists that is in relation to this kind of gig. So I modeled that with my own uniqueness and everything. So I've added 3 images. The second one has been approved. Thank you, Fatima. Thank you. I see you. Thank you. So the third image is loading. Immediately after this, we're going to upload the video. I already recorded the video and it's here on my system. So we're going to add the video. That might take a bit of time to load. So you see that the 3 images have been accepted. Why were they, why are they looking appropriate? It's because I set them on Canva. I set this recommended sizing on Canva so that, what I'm bringing to Fiverr is accurate. So I have a video. I want to upload the video right now. Once we finish this, we're going to end. This is the video. I don't know if anybody can see me opening my computer to take these things, but I want you to see that I've named them using the keywords. Can you see me opening my computer? I don't know if you can see that part where I'm accessing the folder. Okay, so I've clicked on open and the video is going now. Let's see. Okay, you can see it is loading. Thank you. Can we see that the video is loading? So please, this gig video policy that you can see on the right that Fiverr put here, please open that document and read it. They have plenty information. This video, your video should not be more than 50 MB. When they tell you that it can be up to a minute long, but when I did 1 minute and my iPhone had high quality and everything, I had to the pixel size. Yeah, look at it. I don't know all these technical terms, but if what you're asking about is all this width and height and size and everything, there's 5 MB. There's 5 MB. Then this pixel thing is, you can see it up here. Recommended is the maximum 1280 by 769. Minimum is 712 by 430. Then your size in itself, that's the resolution size and all of that. Yeah. So please just open it. Take some time to open it. The information is a lot. It's a lot of information. Can you see that the video has been marked? Can you see that the video has been marked? Can you see what I used to name the video? Now, did you see what they wrote under review by our trust and safety team? There are things that they don't want to hear and they don't want to see in your video. So you need to read this gig video policy that is showing to the right, this to the right corner. You need to read that later when you are doing yours, because it's a lot. It's not something we can do here. Okay, so documents. Do I have any PDF document? I did not put aside any PDF documents, but I actually have a folder of stuff, of jobs that I've done before. So I'm going to my desktop. I have a folder, my content writing Fiverr folder that I've had for a long time. So I'm going to pick a PDF document of a job that I must have done at some point. I'm trying to find the PDF. I need the PDF quickly. I need the PDF. Oh goodness, can I find anything? The complete guide to creating and selling. No, I don't think that's my document. Okay, can I find anything? Most of my documents are in Word format, so I need to be sure that partner with, I think I did this DVMSC job and I saved as, so you could not open it as Word, so I saved it and I really liked the job. So along the line, I'm going to be sharing my folders with you. My jobs, many of the jobs I did, I'm going to be sharing them with you. I want to see if I can get a second one in this folder. I have so many more in 16 actionable ideas. I think I did that job for that lady as well. She had a child. Okay, let me see what it looks like to see if it's my job. Okay, yeah, it's my job because that's my heading. So do you see what we did? We added pictures, we added a video, 3 pictures, we added 1 video, and we added 2 PDFs. Now I'm going to save and continue, and then you will see changes saved. Once you have done this, your account is ready, but you have not yet published it. Now they want you to publish your gig, and you can publish it on your Facebook. No, it's going to bring it out. Sorry. Okay, once we publish, we'll share. So once you are sure that you don't want to go back and check anything again, because of our time, I'm just going to publish. You can always edit your gigs later. Okay, so I've clicked publish gig, and now your gig is open for business. So they say you can now share it anywhere. You can share it on Facebook, you can share it on Twitter, you can share it on LinkedIn. And while that gig is on, you can be learning on. I told you can learn. There are courses, you can take these courses. Blah blah blah. Done. Now I want to go and show you the gig on my dashboard. I want you to. So the gig is showing here. This is your gigs page. You know that before we started, I had just 3 gigs, but now it is showing me 4 are active. If there's a problem with your gig, it will show on that pending approval. If it needs to be modified, it will be here. If you've not finished, it will go under draft. If they rejected it, it will be denied. If you've not used it for a long time and no jobs on it for a long time, it will be paused. Okay, 4 of my gigs were paused because I've not used them in a long time. This is the performance of all my gigs recently. I know I told you I added this one last week so that I would wake up the account for us to use it, since it's the Nigerian account and not the one that has the US thing. We have completed our gig creation. Now I'm going to my dashboard so that you can see the gig we just completed now. Once you finish completing, once you, not my dashboard, my profile, once your video is approved, you know we took 3 pictures and 1 video. Once your video is approved, your video will be they'll put your video in front when they are displaying your gig. I want to show them my profile. Answer me, answer me, answer me. I'm not logging out. I want to open my profile. Why is it showing me this? Don't log me out. I want to open my profile. You know what? Let me just go to gigs here. But that's not the way I want to show it. I wanted to show it to you differently. No, I want to show it to you differently. So Fiverr says they are going to have, why is it giving me just the logout option? I don't want logout. Okay, so in short, let's just view it. I want you to view it. That's what I want you to do. You can preview it. I wanted to show it to you from a different place. So let's just do preview, or I didn't want to use it. I wanted to use a different page, but no problem. This is what it looks like. When people are looking at your gig, this is what it looks like. Okay, can you see this? Can you see this? Okay, so the video has not yet been approved yet, so it is not showing yet. But I'm sure that once we go offline and I check on my phone, so you cannot create gigs on your phone. You can only create them on your tab on your computer. Okay, you cannot do some things on the phone, but phone is just mainly for staying in touch with your buyers, sending offers, with even withdrawing your money. You need to use your computer or your tablet or something. So if you can look down here, if you're looking at this area, you see that the 3 pictures are showing and the 2 PDFs are showing, but the video is not yet here. And you see that all the things we added, the basic is showing, the standard, if you click on standard, you see it. If you click on premium, you see it. So this is really how you create your gig. Then all those other things we did, you see the description we wrote, this is it at the bottom about this gig. Then you can see the topics we chose, you see the industry we chose, you see the tags, you see this is this is my description that I've had since 2019. Adebukola, the one we wrote for you is what will be showing here. 2019, I was 25 years old. I got married the December before. That was when I created the account. So you see the package, you see the way we described it, right? You see that FAQ, all your FAQs will show under here. You see those tags that we chose. Yeah, 4 of them are showing here. They removed 1, content writing. I don't know why it's not showing. I don't know why content writing is not showing. Then these are the other 3 gigs that I have. Okay, so let me refresh this page to see if the video has come back. But honestly, this is how you create your gig. It just requires more time for you to research it and be sure that you are offering something similar to what other people are offering, or offering something better. Okay, now if you look at the URL inside this upper area, can you see that it is the name I wrote that is showing? Mentor You, that title that I wrote is what is showing here. It can never change. Even if you try to change it, I'm sure it would not change yet. Okay, so the video has not yet been approved. They are still reviewing it. It takes some time, but once I have confirmed that it has been approved, then it will come to the front. It will be the first thing that people see, and they can watch me talk first. And they say that video allows you to be more authentic. So we have completed what we came here for tonight. Does anybody have any question? Okay, does anybody have any question? So in as much as we have done this together, you can, and another thing is, I have 4 gigs now. As a starter, as a new seller on Fiverr, you can have 7 gigs. So the point is, even if you don't get 1 gig right, do another one. Choose another sub niche, choose another subcategory. Just have several, because you don't know the one that will peak first. You don't know the one. I have some gigs where there's one where I have over 160 reviews. I've done several jobs on it. And there's some where I have just 2 reviews, okay, or 1 review. So you don't know the gig that will perform, that will pick up first. Okay, so make sure you have up to 7 gigs. For this one now, I'm going to complete it because mainly because I'm sharing this knowledge with you. So I'm going to live my truth. I'm going to do what I'm asking you to do. So I'm going to look for more things I can do and add 3 more gigs to this, or as many more that I can. I think it's 3 as a new seller. Okay, so this gig is not a joke. It's not fake. It is existing on my account. This gig is on my account. So if you click on profile now, you will see the four gigs. So because this is a new, that writing advice thing is still new. So when people actually are looking for mentorship, I'm going to pop up. Okay, I'm definitely going to pop up. So can you see this? Can you see that it is here? That gig is here. Okay, and you can see that the prices are different and everything. So everybody, this is it for tonight. I feel so I feel like I've shared everything that I can share with us. How do you feel at this point? How do you feel? Can you just take a few seconds to write one short sentence? What did you learn tonight? How do you feel? Do you feel that you can go ahead and try it out? Do you feel that you can you are ready to go and do your research? I just want everybody, please type something into the group. I wanted this to be practical, because you feel valuable, you feel like you can offer something. Thank you. And the thing with Fiverr is you can create your gigs and go and be improving yourself. And the more gigs you have, the more buyers requests you have. Okay, my system is about to go off because we have spent more time than we should. Okay, so but we've practically done everything. So I think this is just us saying good night. The recording is going to be in the group, so people are going to be able to watch this. But what we have done, yes, thank you. Okay, no worry, you can improve. I was not good at writing. I was not good. I'm going to show us how to start. I want us to have our gigs, our accounts ready, so that we can now start improving on our writing. Your gig is already there, but you can go and start improving. As you see jobs you will do, as we are going to create our portfolio. Everybody here would start working on that portfolio. I gave an assignment the last time. I don't know if anybody worked on it, but the way to build your portfolio is go and take what other people have written and try to rewrite it, or take a topic and try your hands on it. You can open a Medium account. You can open an account and you can be using your LinkedIn. LinkedIn has this blog area. Use your LinkedIn. You can use LinkedIn. You can use Medium. But the point is, build a portfolio so that you can link to it. Because people will ask you, send me a sample writing. They ask me for samples a lot. Send me samples that you have written. Send me what you have done. Send me what you have done. And so together we are going to build your portfolio step by step. Okay, but I just want you to make sure that you have the account on Fiverr, because you are going to be needing it. I did not know I would get $100 job today. I did not see it coming. But I have a video script, and so I'm going to spend from tomorrow, I'm going to sleep tonight, and when I wake up, I'm going to start working on that guy's job, because prompt delivery is something that people love. Okay, I'm working on a video script for Caribbean people and all of that. I need to research and read about Caribbean people in the diaspora and all of that. So thank you so much, everybody. I just want to say good night before my system goes off. If you have anything to say, please you can leave it in the group. If you want to ask me any question, please type it in the group, and I'll try to get to you. This video will be available tomorrow morning, hopefully by God's grace. So thank you all so much, and we would have IELTS on Monday, I believe, because we're meant to have the IELTS, the second session today. So IELTS is going to come up again on Monday. Don't forget to tell your friends and people that you know should be trying this out, because honestly, during COVID, the traffic on Fiverr increased. People were coming to Fiverr to look for people that will help them sustain their businesses. Companies were coming to Fiverr to hire freelancers. So if you're on Fiverr when anything like COVID happens or anything at any time, you'll be in high demand, okay? And that's the essence of everything. So let's not sleep on it, as they say. And I think that's the last thing I want to say tonight. So good night, and God bless you all. Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye. Okay, so where do I end this video? Where is end? Okay.